So this year for Watches and Wonders, instead of coming up with complete new designs and new technology or new models, Bell& Ross has kind of expanded their existing models by adding new materials like titanium and ceramic. And today we're looking at two of their black ceramic pieces from the BR05 collection. Now, one of these plays a bit safe, whereas the other one is a bit more daring. Now, there's something about ceramic watches. I don't think it's as commonly seen in robust, sportier watches as much as steel, carbon, or titanium. One of the reasons is that it is extremely hard to work with. So, to give it that form while still making sure that it is durable, it is robust, especially for daily use, can be a challenge. But ceramic does have its benefits. It is highly scratch resistant. It is lighter and tougher than steel, making it perfect for an everyday watch, a robust everyday watch that you can just do everything with. And that's exactly what the BR05 offers. It's meant as the perfect everyday watch with that high level of versatility. Before we talk more, do me a small favor and hit that subscribe button. Really helps. Thanks. Okay, let's talk about the BR05 Black Ceramic. This watch now comes in a new 41mm black ceramic case instead of the 40mm steel case. But the good news is you still get a slim thickness of just 11.2mm and a variable lug-to-lug of 49mm. Now, the main reason why these black ceramic models are 1mm bigger than the steel versions is because when Bruno Bellamick was designing these watches, he realized that black wears smaller and he didn't want this model to look too small. He still wants to have that wrist presence of the iconic Bell & Ross, the iconic square case. And you can see even on my 6.23-inch wrist, it doesn't look too big. The case is mostly brushed with touches of polishing like on the beveled edges, the bezel, and the perfectly aligned screws. The integrated bracelet has mixed finishing as well, with the center links being polished. You can get this watch with the ceramic bracelet or the rubber strap option. Personally, I would opt for the strap option because it looks more subdued, whereas the bracelet adds a bit more premium look to it. And personally, I'm a tool watch guy. You get 100 meters of water resistance with a screw down crown that is stuck nicely between sloped crown guards that beautifully blend in with the case and don't protrude outwards. The crystal is sapphire with anti-reflective coating. Generally, I'm not a fan of crystals where the edge of the glass is visible, but in the case of this watch, it feels intentional because it sort of looks like an inward polished offset from the polished bezel edge. Not sure if that makes sense. You get a black sunray dial, which in most situations appear glossy black, and only in outdoors or in highly well-lit environments can you see that grayish sunray effect. But it's definitely not something prominent in general. You have applied markers and the signature Arabic numerals at 12, 6, and 9 in white that contrast well against the black backdrop, giving no problem in legibility. At 3 o'clock, you see a framed color match date window with a partially cut hour marker, which doesn't interrupt the printed minute track. The hands and applied markers are loomed with Swiss Superluminova and gives off a bright green glow when charged. The movement inside is the same that you'll find in the standard steel BR05, and that is the automatic caliber BR321-1, which is based on a modified Swiss Solida SW300-1 with an increased power reserve of 54 hours instead of the standard 38 hours, but still beating at 4 Hz. The black finishing on both the movements is ruthenium, which is used in a lot of high-end movements, including Journes and Laurent Ferrier. So I like the fact that even on a Solida base, the brand adds a touch of hot horology on the movement front. The tapered integrated bracelet is wonderfully comfortable and comes with a black PVD coated butterfly style clasp. The brushed and finishing accents from the case continue throughout the bracelet, making it feel truly integrated with the rest of the watch. Now, before I do the comparison, let's first look at the second watch, the BR05 Skeleton Black Lume Ceramic. While the case dimensions are identical to the standard black ceramic model, with this you're getting a fully sandblasted case and integrated bracelet, with no second strap option as of now. This limited edition of just 500 pieces worldwide has a caliber 322-1, which is essentially the skeletonized version of the 321-1. Performance-wise, it's the same. 54 hours of power reserve and a 4 Hz automatic movement. But what's cool here is that both sapphires on the front and the case back are smoked, which especially for the front side aids with the legibility against the lume markers and handsets. And that's a clever way of doing skeletonization, in my opinion. Plus, the black ruthenium finish movement observed behind the tinted crystal has that cool factor without shouting about it. It's not something you see from a distance, but something you need to get up close to appreciate. Being a lume edition, this model features a C5 superluminova on the hands and markers that appear light green in normal light but glow incredibly well and for a much higher duration when fully charged. And just like the case, the bracelet is fully matte with a sandblasted finish. Now, when looking at both of these and trying to decide which one to go for, the standard black ceramic definitely has a bit more versatility to it because of that mixed finishing on the case and the bracelet. But the black lume skeleton, that looks sportier because of that complete sandblasted matte finish. It certainly has more of a t-shirt and jeans or a black hoodie vibe to it. Between these two, I would lean a bit more towards the skeleton lume. There's something oddly familiar about it, but new at the same time. To me, that's fascinating and speaks to me on a design level. Both watches are now available at Bell & Ross boutiques, with the BR05 black ceramic coming in at $7,500 on the bracelet option and the 500-piece limited edition BR05 skeleton black lume ceramic retailing at $9,400 USD. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you had to pick one. Which one would it be? A big thanks to Bell & Ross for letting me spend some time with these two watches, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.